welcome to another episode of Words of Wisdom from the Wise. And today, I want to talk about the phrase, it's not what they said, it's how they say it. Okay? So, let's just jump right in. Now, this phrase is usually said when somebody says something that the person knows is true, but they hide under the umbrella of the delivery. But that's a problem, because a lot of the times, myself included, a lot of the times things that we need to hear, it comes from places we don't want to hear it from. You understand? It may come from different places that are not, normally what we want to take advice from, or the person we want to take advice from. You understand what I'm saying? However, that is very dangerous, because the Father allows people, anybody can bring you wisdom. You understand? It could be the guy down the street asking for a quarter. It can be the guy, wiping your windshield. It can be, you know what I'm saying? It can be anybody. But a lot of the times we seem to think that if it doesn't come, dressed with gold chains and Maseratis and all of that, then we can't take advice from that person. But that's not true. The Father will allow that person to bring you advice that could possibly change your life. You understand? But it's all about the level of humility that you dwell with to receive wisdom from people that you may not think, you know what I'm saying? That may not, quote unquote, be on society's high level or whatever. That's a certain level of humility you have to dwell with. And I'm telling you, a lot of the times people miss out on their blessings because they just want to believe that, oh, if this person don't have what I have, then they can't teach me nothing. That's not true. They can teach you something. They may not be able to teach you, to that high standard, but the Father allows wisdom to come through anybody and everybody. So don't stunt your growth. You understand what I'm saying? Don't stunt your growth, and be willing to be stretched. You understand? And stop always worrying about the delivery. Focus on, is it true? Like, yeah, I don't like the way this person said it, but is it true? Focus on that, all right? So, let's talk about it. And prayerfully, you guys are edified. And let's jump into the scriptures. You guys know how I feel. Let the Most High be true, and every man a liar. Let's jump in. 2 Corinthians 11:6. But though I be rude in speech, this is Paul, okay? Paul said, though I be rude in speech, he like, let's make it clear. My delivery ain't always going to be all, smooth. You understand? And we know Paul was wise. Though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. Whoa! So this is key right here. Don't get so caught up in the delivery all the time that you miss the message that you miss the blessing in the message. Whoa! Let's say that again. Don't be so caught up in the delivery that you miss the blessing in the message. Write that down. Because I'm telling you, and from coaching and I see it all the time. Even if I say something that needs to be said, but the person don't want to hear it, they get upset. But at the end of the day, was it true? And it's to the point where it's not even like, that you offend somebody. No, truth is offensive. Just because you tell somebody the truth, they are offended. You understand? Paul said, am I your enemy because I tell you the truth? And this is what happens. People make you an enemy because you tell them the truth. But don't be that way. And because when you do that, you stunt your growth. The Father, he can't get in because he used people. You understand? Do you understand how much Like, I was able to grow by people telling me things that I didn't want to hear, but I needed to hear it. It's called stretching. You understand? That's what it is. And you have to be willing to be stretched, to be tried, to be put under pressure in order to grow. Growing pains is growing pains. It don't always feel good, but it's needed. That's why a lot of people in this world are either depressed, have anxiety. They're going around in the same circles because you can't tell them nothing, so they cannot grow. And the only way you're gonna go to the next level, just like in Mario Brothers, is if you beat the bad guy at the end of that stage. But the bad guy is not on the outside of you. It's you. It's your ego. You understand? Edging God out. Got to get rid of that ego in order to grow. Isaiah 30:9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Our people, the Father's telling us, are a rebellious people. They don't want to hear the law of the Lord. They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear it. Majority of our people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear dietary laws that you can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and all of these different things. They don't want to hear that you can't fornicate and go sleep around, and you need to be, absent and focus on purity. And stop giving everybody access to your holy temple. People don't want to hear that. People don't hear. I heard a girl the other day. She said she don't believe in fornication. Well, dear, it doesn't matter what you believe, because the truth is the truth, whether you believe it or not. You understand? People don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it, but they'll listen to anybody out there that tell them to go get that stuff. They will listen. You know what I'm saying? They'll go right down there and go get it. You understand what I'm saying? They'll listen to them, but they won't listen to the Father and his laws and him telling us these things, so we don't open our vessels to be used by spirits, evil spirits. This is why sin gives Satan access to our temples to be used, utilized, and abused, and eventually driven to hell. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to hear the law of the Lord. Isaiah 30:10. Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. Tell us lies. We want to hear lies. We don't want to hear truth. Prophesy lies to us. Prophesy deceit. We don't want to hear truth. We want lies. Tell us lies. Tell us lies. No fat shaming. Don't say nothing about this. No. This is okay. No, it's not. You got to get in the gym, boo. You understand what I'm saying? You got to back up from the table. You can't tell people that because what? Now you fat shaming. Now you this. Now you that. No, they don't want to hear the truth. A lot of people want to be lied to. But at the end of the day, they will listen to the same God, the same ones that they screaming white supremacy. As soon as they tell them, go down there, go do this. Oh, go do this, go do that. Here they go doing whatever the white supremacy is saying. You understand what I'm saying? So that just goes to show our people can listen, but they're selective in who they listen to. And at the end of the day, you reap what you sow. Every action has a reaction, and that's just big facts. It's just big facts. They don't want to hear the truth. I'm telling you. Somebody asked me my advice before, and I don't just go around giving my advice to people and all of that stuff, but I gave them advice, and they was upset with me because it was the truth. So I said that to say, you guys, don't be that way. Because when you do, and you focus on the delivery all the time, and you want to hear the smooth things, you're gonna miss out on your blessing. You understand? You got to think about it. You know, it's like me being a coach, me being a mentor. If I say the things that you want to hear all the time, as smooth as you feel like hearing it, you're going to get what you always been getting. You understand? But isn't that the purpose of having a session with me? So I can pull you and stretch you and help you see things about yourself that nobody was cared enough to see and say to you? Why is that a problem? Not with everybody. I'm not talking about everybody, but some. Why is the truth a problem? The truth is a problem when it resonates, when it pierces your spirit. That's a good thing. You've located that part of you that needs to change, and that's okay. You understand? That's great. That's great. That's how I'm able to grow. When people say stuff to me, and I be like, man, it's like part of me be like, why would they even say that? And then the other part of me is like, but it's true. So I change it and I grow. And then the Father, when you have that humility, that unlocks the door to abundance. You understand? Pride, the Most High doesn't deal with pride. He loves a humble spirit. Remember that. 2 Corinthians 30:11. Get you out of the way, turn aside, get you out of the way, turn aside, out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. So here we go again. Our people, they don't want to hear about God. Tell us the other things. Let's talk about Real Housewives. You understand what I'm saying? Let's talk about what's going on in the shade room. We don't want to talk about God's laws and what he got going on. And listen, we saved under grace, so we don't even got to talk about that. Meanwhile, running around doing every sin under the sun, saying you saved under grace. No. That's another reason we need to sit down and have this talk about the Father's laws, so you can understand that you're not under grace for intentional sin and premeditated sin. You're not. Isaiah 30:12. Wherefore thus saith the Lord. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Whoa. So he said, so even the Father is saying right here, our people don't trust in his laws, but they trust in the oppressors. You understand? I mean, it's just the truth. Even me coming out of the scriptures, saying what the Father said about the whole campaign, with the juice and all of that stuff. People, and I literally spoke to people personally, and they still believed what their oppressors said, but turn around and say, oh, the white man this and the white man that, and it's white supremacy and racism. But you turn right around and believe those same people that you're talking about over the Father. You choose to believe your oppressors. Last one and I'm done. Isaiah 30:13. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. This is what happens. You understand? All of these things suddenly come upon you swiftly because you refuse to listen to the Father's word. You refuse to follow his way. You understand what I'm saying? And the Father's way is very clear, and it's a blessing, and it just gives you that peace in your spirit. It's like I can't even describe it. It's just amazing. You just feel so calm. You just feel so secure. You understand? And confident that the Father is with you. So you move through life as such. You understand? So don't despise where the wisdom comes from, because on the other side of that person delivering that blessing, delivering that word is your blessing. You have to be careful. The Most High tests your humility through it, because let's not forget, the scriptures tell us sometimes we may entertain angels unaware. So angels take form of people to test your humility, to test how you deal with humanity. Be careful not to entertain angels. You understand? On the other side of that advice, doesn't matter who it comes from. If it's true, change it. If it prick your spirit, even in a messed up delivery, if it's true, doesn't matter the delivery, change it. Change it. And I'm telling you, you will grow. And the Father will be so proud of you. And it'll be a blessing on that other side. Okay? So with that being said, you guys, I pray you will edify. Remember to stay prayed up. Sin not. The kingdom is at hand. Repent and be baptized for the remission of sins. And I'll see you guys in the next video.